Title: Revenge on Cheating Girlfriend. Reddit: Hi, my name's Sierra. I'm 23 years old. And let me tell you something right now. When you think you're in the perfect relationship, sometimes that's exactly when the betrayal cuts the deepest. Before I jump into this insane revenge story, hit that subscribe button because trust me, you won't want to miss what happened when I caught my girlfriend cheating, so... This all started about a year ago. I was dating this girl named Amber. She was beautiful, fun, and everyone told me I was lucky to have her. And I believed it. Because when we were together, she made me feel like I was her entire world. But then, little things started to change. She would stay out late and say she was just with friends. She became secretive with her phone, always turning it face down or suddenly laughing and saying, "It's nothing, don't worry." Of course, I did worry. I had this sinking feeling in my chest, like something was wrong, but I didn't want to seem controlling or paranoid. I kept telling myself she loves me. She would never do that. But one night, everything changed. Amber said she was going out with her best friend Lisa for a girls' night. I trusted her. I even helped her pick out her dress. But when she left, something in my gut screamed at me, "Follow her, I know." It sounds crazy, but I grabbed my jacket, got in my car, and quietly followed behind hers. And you won't believe this. She didn't drive toward Lisa's apartment. Nope. Instead, she drove across town to this sketchy little bar. I parked a few spaces back, slipped inside, and tried not to be seen. And then my heart dropped. Amber was at the bar, not with Lisa, but with another girl. They were laughing, holding hands under the table, and within minutes, they were kissing. I felt my stomach twist. My chest burned. I couldn't believe it. After everything I gave her, everything we built, she was cheating on me. Right there in public. But here's the thing. I didn't confront her. Not that night. Instead, I walked out of that bar with one thought running through my mind. She has no idea what's coming, because if Amber thought she could cheat on me and get away with it, oh, she was about to learn just how wrong she was. So after I saw Amber kissing that girl in the bar, I drove home with my hands shaking on the steering wheel. I wasn't just heartbroken. I was furious. But I knew one thing for sure. I wasn't going to be the fool in this story. No, if she wanted to play games, I was going to end them with style. The next day, Amber came home all sweet and innocent like nothing had happened. She kissed me on the cheek, asked me how my day was, and even said she loved me. Can you imagine? Knowing what I knew, hearing those lies spill from her mouth almost made me sick. But I smiled. I played along. Because deep down, I was already planning my revenge. I didn't want to just call her out. That was too easy. I wanted her to feel the weight of her betrayal. So I started gathering proof. Over the next 2 weeks, I pretended everything was normal. I cooked dinner, I watched movies with her, I even let her borrow my car. But secretly, I was tracking her, following her on nights she said she was with friends. And every single time, she ended up with that girl from the bar. I took photos, videos, screenshots of her messages when she carelessly left her notifications on. Piece by piece, I built my little evidence folder. Now here's where it gets juicy. Amber's birthday was coming up and she wanted to throw a party. She asked me to invite all our close friends and her family. And that's when the idea hit me. This was the perfect stage for my revenge. I spent days preparing. I bought a projector. I organized the photos and videos into a neat little slideshow. And I even wrote a short toast I was going to give at her party. Finally, the night arrived. Everyone was there, her parents, her siblings, her friends, even Lisa, the friend she lied about hanging out with. Amber was glowing, acting like the perfect girlfriend, holding my hand and showing me off. She had no idea what was about to happen. When it was time for speeches, I stood up with a glass of champagne. I smiled at her, then at the crowd, and said, "Amber, you've given me so many unforgettable memories this year. But tonight, I want to share just a few of my favorites with everyone here." The lights dimmed. The projector clicked on, and the slideshow started rolling. The first photo popped up. Amber holding hands with the girl at the bar. Gasps filled the room. Her smile froze. And trust me, what came next made everyone's jaws drop even lower. The moment that first photo appeared, the room went dead silent. You could feel the tension, like the air had been sucked out. Amber's face went pale and she stammered, "Sierra, what is this?" But I just smiled. "Oh, don't worry, babe. This is just the beginning. Then the next slide came up. A video clip, her leaning across the bar table, kissing that girl like I didn't even exist. Gasps turned into whispers. People shifted uncomfortably in their seats. Amber's mom literally covered her mouth with her hand. Amber jumped up and tried to pull the plug on the projector. But nope. I had already locked the laptop and connected it high on the shelf where she couldn't reach it. The slideshow rolled on. More photos, more screenshots of her texts, more proof than she could ever explain away. Every I love you she'd texted me, while sneaking off with that girl, was now on full display. And everyone saw it. Amber's friends glared at her. Her dad shook his head in disgust. Even Lisa, the friend she always lied about seeing, whispered, "I knew something was off." By the time the slideshow ended, Amber was in tears, begging me to stop. She cried, "Please, let's talk about this in private." But I wasn't done. I raised my glass again and said, "Amber, happy birthday. You gave me betrayal, lies, and heartbreak. So I thought I'd give you the one thing you gave me, exposure." The entire room erupted. Some people laughed, others scolded her, and Amber ran out of her own party sobbing. Her parents followed her, but everyone else stayed behind. With me. And here's the sweet part. Not only did I walk away from that toxic relationship, but I walked away with everyone's respect. People came up to me that night saying, "You didn't deserve that. Good for you for standing up for yourself, Amber." She tried to message me later, begging me to forgive her, saying it was just a mistake. But I blocked her on everything. She lost her girlfriend, her reputation, and a whole lot of friends that night. And me? I realized something powerful. Sometimes revenge isn't about anger. It's about showing someone they can't treat you like trash and walk away smiling. So yeah, that's the story of how I got revenge on my cheating girlfriend. If you loved this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because I've got even more insane true stories coming your way. And trust me, the next one is just as wild.